Baron. Is that better? I hear it now. I just heard it on my broadcast. Let's see what you're talking about. You said the other one was fucked up. I don't know. Fix no roster or nothing. We doing all of this shit right now.
They'll run for the first time with marking. Jackson. take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's back to throw here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And the Browns first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Ravens have got it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
3 on the tackle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's
and move on to the next series.
2nd and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Landry. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
On first down, Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Jarvis Landry. A gain of 4. It's now
2nd and 6.
At the Ravens' 19-yard line.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. From the left hash, this from 37. Seibert's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. And what's about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
56 to Mark, boy. 56. Check 56. I know he ain't got it.
Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Cleveland.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
Browns.
Got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
The kick is good.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
4-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Tackled back at
That
the
2nd down play nets a -4. On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
She fell asleep.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 41. Mayfield to throw it. And it's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
14. First down, Browns.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went
bro.
backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing.
He just
Mayfield.
got the ball in the 4th. 6 minutes on the clock.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 56-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal
Oh,
range.
yeah, they might pull
Gave them a
off
chance to
those.
take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Man, Tom Brady big mad, boy.
Let's see what you got. 51 to Mike. 51.
Here's Jackson on third down.
How'd that?
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A couple of third-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers, Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
She said no.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers of ball
She told him with a straight face. She's like, no.
Offensive line and other guys because they're getting to him before he gets started.
Yes. No.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Browns drive about to get started, and now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Yes, got to chill.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. It's caught by OBJ. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 44-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Ball carrier.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40, and he'll be taken down at the 26.
Oh, this
When
party
teams
is
have a tough
jumping
time
tonight.
running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget
on that
it,
card,
let's throw the
man?
football. But
You on
that's
that
exactly
card,
why
man?
you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
You know he about to die.
Mayfield on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Mayfield, Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown.
Pass complete to number 81,
Austin Hooper, 26 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
Good.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
At the 18.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 13.
Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Seibert on for the PAT.
His kick is good. Makes this
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Austin Simon.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Ingram again. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46.
Today's final score, Browns.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You played a good game
You
yesterday.
played a hell of a game, bro.
played a hell of a
game.
I
oh shit.
I put myself in a situation. I put myself in a situation where my team ain't built for that.
like me and Barry was saying, you gotta have a lot of patience around Barry.
No, I mean, I had them. To be honest with you, dude, the fact that I can get nothing going on offense is the only reason he was in the game. If I could have scored 7 and felt a little more comfortable, I could have applied the pressure that I wanted to. I couldn't blitz him like I wanted to because he kept running them little cheesy ass screens, and he had a whole lot of shit going on offense, but all of it's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, misdirection.
Like me and Barry was saying, bro, you gotta have a lot of patience with this man.
Especially throwing, you gotta be patient when you throw the ball.
But you gotta have a line that give you time to be patient, dude. I didn't even have time to be patient. No, bro. They got 2 nice pieces and everything else is patchwork. I'm just being real. Go look at it.
Yeah, I understand.
I got a superstar and I got an 84 or 85. Everything else is 71, 73. It's not. I need another receiver, dude. That's all I'm missing. I need a receiver.
Basically, you need is a line, bro. You don't need, man. You got speed.